Strap yourselves in. It's been 6 months of waiting, but we're finally ready to start our dream production chain. What a glorious morning. It's March and it's about 20 to 8 in the morning. 168,000 euros in the bank. Yes, this is going to be a lovely day. I think we've got a bit of rain coming later, but it's quite warm. And you know what? We are about to do something which we have been waiting on for 6 months here. It was a mistake I made getting into something which we just weren't ready for, but our time has come and today we're going to kick it off. Dusty's just grabbing the trailer. He picked up a puncher recently, so he wants to get that repaired because he knows we're probably likely to need it anytime soon. I'm just checking on all the birds here. The ducks and the chickens, they're all very happy. We've had a new round of new ducklings and chicks, as you can see. It's that time of year, so they're looking healthy. The sheep over here are also looking healthy. I'm hoping at some point that we might be able to get a ram in there. I think that's the next plan. Get those lambs tapped up and yeah, then that means we might get a new generation of lambs coming through because I really want our wool production to get going. It's been quite a slow starter. In fact, let me just jump over there and have a look. Have a look in here then. So, yeah, we've only got one kind of half pallet. They've got plenty of grass. They're more than happy in terms of feed. Yeah, they're happy chappies. We just need to get more of them. And of course, the cows are happy as you like. I do know we need to pick up some straw. Their bedding is looking quite sparse. So that's something we can do today is pick up 4 or 5 bales. You know what? Actually, we might have some over in the hay barn. Yeah, I'm fairly confident that we should have some straw down there. Solo's looking good. Ah, here we go. Here's Dusty. Ah, yes. Classic farming technique. Using the telehandler to lift up the trailer. Who needs to jack up one of these? These things are damn heavy. And jacking it up one by one takes ages. Aha! Proper farming method there. Okay, let's have a quick jump up this ladder and see if we've got any straw. If we have, then that can go straight in. 3 bales and a bit at the back. Well, I'll wait till Dusty's done and then I can use the telly. We'll chuck in some straw into the cows.
Well, don't just stand around. Pass me that torque wrench over there, computer guy.
Oh yeah, sorry, hold on, let me grab that for you.
Thanks very much. As soon as I've got this done, I think we'll be ready to head over to the greenhouses. You want to get yourself ready?
Yeah, I'm just having a check on the animals. Everything seems fine. I'm just going to take everyone round and show them exactly what we finished at the end of last month. Then I'll stick a little bit of straw in with the cows if that's okay, and then we can head on over.
Sure thing. You just come and get me when you're done.
Dusty's doing a great job. This sort of stuff needs doing all the time around the farm. There's always a bit of maintenance to be done on some piece of machinery. Hello ladies, you okay? So, those of you who've been following along have known that we've had a bit of dilemma here with this field 62. But we worked quite late in the end of February to get this planted, and those of you who know the planting calendar should be able to work out what we've managed to get in here. That's right, we've stuck in some cotton. Now, yes, fans will be saying, well, you haven't got enough money, you're going to need all the equipment. That's very true. But I think we've got a couple of months where we can accrue some proper income and bring us out a properly good yield of cotton. With that, we should be able to combine it with the wool that we're taking from the sheep, hence the reason for putting these two together. Bundle everything down and hopefully purchase the spinnery and get our cloth making operation underway. We made an absolute packet in Erlengrat with that, and I think that's definitely going to be something we get into again here in the valley. And then the last thing I want to show you, if you were following the opening sequence, you would have seen on my drone cam that we flew over this field as well. So this is field 63, and this is the one we worked on again at the end of last month. This had corn in it. Everything has now been ripped up, turned over. It's been ploughed, it's been cultivated, it's been limed, and it's also had first stage of fertilization. So this is ready to take crop any month now.
Well, that's a good job done there. Ain't worth spending the time with the jack. Always easier using the JCB here. Computer guy will be along any minute now, and we can head off down into town.
Do want to check this slurry pit because I'm getting a bit worried about the state of this. Let's just open this gate up. Wow, yes, that is full. Oh man, I don't want to have to purchase something just to store it. What I really want to do is get it on the fields, but buying the equipment to actually get this spread is quite expensive, and I'm just reluctant to spend any more money. I think we'll be okay for this month, but next month is going to become a real issue. The only other thing to talk about in terms of cow waste is we've got ourselves a new marked out area here, so we can just basically push out all of the muck, all the manure, and we'll just pile it in here. So as you can see, we've marked out a bay here, and this will pile up, and then if we need to move it into our overspill area, which is over here, then we can do that. We did start to use this, but actually the feeling was that probably we should be using this for silage and proper storage instead of using it for muck. So that's the new muck area. That stuff will move, and manure also needs to go down to the greenhouses. So actually, that's something we could do right now. Hey Dusty, wait up.
What's up, computer guy?
Right, I'm happy with the animals. I do need to chuck in some straw, so I'll do that quickly. I just want to think ahead in terms of what we're going to need when we head over to the greenhouse. I really would like to take some manure over, that makes sense.
I thought you wanted to mow the grass down there.
Yeah, I do, and it does make sense to. So, why don't we fill up the trailer with some manure, take it down there with the tractor, you head down there with the mower on the back of the trailer, then we can tip off the manure and then load the grass in the empty trailer and come back with it. That works, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, it does, computer guy. I'm pretty surprised you came up with that plan. It ain't like you to think ahead.
Oi, shut up, that ain't fair. Of course I think ahead.
I'm only pulling your tail, YouTube guy. I'm just in a good mood. We're finally gonna get on with that job we've been talking about for the last 6 months.
Okay, you go get the flatbed loaded up with the mower. If you could hitch on the trailer as well onto the fence, then I can start to load everything in. Well, I just need to get the bale fork. Is it over there? I can't remember, or is it behind me? I think it might be over in that corner. Yeah, the bale fork's over there. Right, I'll go get the JCB, get the fork on, and then we'll get some straw into the cows, and then I can load in some manure. I'll drop the pallet fork off here. There's no point keeping that on. Moving stuff around all over the place, that's part of the problem when you've got so much equipment. Never keep track of anything. Bale fork on, and then I will go and get those bales in. 2 bales on. That should be more than enough to keep the cows happy for now. We will need to pick up some more, and hopefully in the future we'll have a crop which will result in straw so we don't have to keep buying it. Just coming through the barn here because I want to have a look at the state of PMR. It's looking okay for the minute, and there's a little bit left in the back of the mixer there, so we can always dump that off as and when we need. Oh, hello ladies. I've got some lovely straw for you. Let me just get this on the ground, and then I can get on with my next job.
It's been a little while since we had out the Big M. She's as bright as brass. It won't take long for her to get dirty again. I love it when she gets dirty.
Well, Dusty hitched up the forage wagon, which is absolutely fine. We're going to need that to pick up the grass, but unfortunately we can't stick manure in here just because it clogs everything up. So we're not going to be able to do the manure run right now, but I think we're ready to go in convoy down to the greenhouse.
I'm done strapping on, YouTube guy. You ready to get going?
You lead, I'll follow.
Right on. See you down there.
Well, we're on the way. I hope you're as excited as I am about this. We have been waiting for this. Oh my goodness. Hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of equipment sat down by the greenhouse ready to rock and roll. And now we are about to get a new operation underway. But first, we do need to have a little bit of prep. And that's why we've got the Big M in front of us. I have to say, Dusty hasn't really got that central on the back there. It looks a bit on the side, but I'm not going to complain. Oh, I know why, because he doesn't want to hit the trees. Ah, that's a good idea. There's always something fun about riding in convoy. Feels like you've got a purpose, a mission. Oh, mind those bushes. Sorry, thank you, thank you. And certainly we've got a big mission on today. Better stop for the pedestrians. Right, well, we're nearly there. The right turn. Oh, he's coming in from the bottom angle. Nice. Good idea, Dusty. Of course. I wasn't even thinking about that. Well, that's beautifully done. Let's just get myself in here. And then we'll have a quick chat and the operation will begin.
You want me to offload the Big M, YouTube guy?
Yeah, please, Dusty. That's what we're going to need first.
You excited, YouTube guy? I sure as hell know I am.
Yeah, I must admit, Dusty, I'm pretty keen to get going. So what I want to do first off is give this whole place a mow, okay? Because we are going to be planting all over here, but I want to just get the grass down as much as possible. And we might as well make use of it anyway. It can go back to the operation at the farm.
It makes sense to me.
Then if we have a bit of a wander up here, I think what we're going to do is start planting probably vertically. I think that makes sense. Or maybe we could go horizontally. No, I think we will head up this way. Leave a little gap in the middle so that we can travel up and down if we want to.
I'll jump in the Big M. You follow on behind with Forager.
Well, Dusty's off. Let me get myself aligned and just go alternate rows. He's going to do the main patch first, and we'll worry about this extra bit afterwards. Right, picker down. Power on. And we'll start picking up all this excess grass. And this will just go straight back up to the farm. We can stick it into the sheep or into the silo. Plenty of options. We're not going to obviously spread this out and make hay today. We are making hay quite literally in terms of speed. So let's just get this job done. Once this area has been prepped and ready, then I'll explain exactly what it is we're planting here if you haven't worked it out already. I've not got much left to do now. Dusty's gone and done all the extra bits around the bottom, so just kind of keeping things tidy, I suppose, but also just maximising the amount of grass we can pick up in this small area. I must say though, the equipment we're using here is just way too big. I saw Dusty creeping around the bottom, trying to get around all those nooks and crannies and bends. Yeah, not easy. And I'm in the same position here with this massive trailer. See, I know I've just missed a bit on the rear there. Just need to get myself aligned. Get this bit here, and then I'll head round the bottom. And then hopefully we'll be done. This grass can go back, as I said, and we can get on with planting. So if you're new to the channel, definitely hit subscribe because we've got some great episodes coming, and equally we've got our other series, The Freelance Farmer, which is a prequel to the original Dusty series here on the channel. So definitely click that subscribe button. It will help me reach my personal goal for the month as well. So here we are looking at the bits of equipment that we purchased way back, if you remember, before I even bothered looking at the calendar. And the plan was always to get into grapes. We want to make wine, we want to make raisins, and basically we just want to try something a bit different. The weather is nice here, it's perfect. And originally we were going to put this down at the homestead way over yonder in field 62 that you saw this morning, which currently now has cotton. But we thought, well, given that the actual sale points that we need to trade with are down here in the city centre, and given we've got this nice little setup going on with our greenhouses and our little plots, this field here, 15 I think it is absolutely perfect. It's on a slope, so we're going to get a slight breeze, which is going to help against any kind of mould and mildew. We're going to catch the sun, and it's just the right size. So we've mowed. The ground is ready. I think Dusty and I need to get some hammers out and some poles because we are about to erect some vines.
So do you want to run these all the way down, or do you want to go across?
Well, my original thinking, Dusty, was to run pretty much the way you're facing, looking over your shoulder here, all the way down in rows, because I think that works quite well. The alternative, of course, is to come across and go lengthwise, which might be better in the sense that obviously each row of vines is going to be longer, and so you can really get involved, you know, with the actual machinery just doing one long run. So the thing is with that, we're going to have to leave a gap in the middle, aren't we, for access up and down, I'd say.
Yeah, I think you want to leave a gap here, YouTube guy, in case you ever need to get in from the south entrance. That track runs right down to here. We'd want to run it right down the middle down to the south entrance there. So bear that in mind either way. I think you're going to need that track.
Yeah, I think you're spot on actually. I think we are going to need to put a track in there. Well, we can always pick up some gravel and just chuck something down as a temporary measure. In which case, I kind of feel we should go widthwise then. Leave a track in the middle, enough turning on each end. That should do it.
That didn't take too long at all. Got the track in now from the top to the bottom. Means we can drive straight through if we ever need to.
Yeah, I think that's a great job we've done there, Dusty. Top work.
I'm gonna jump in the grape picker. I want to see the turning circle. We put the canes up too close to the edge, we'll never turn around at the ends.
Oh yeah, that's proper smart thinking, Dusty. Also, we may want to put a track down the edges as well, but that's something we can do in the future.
Well, here we go then. It's only taken 6 damn months to get here. Turning circle on that baby ain't too bad. I'll put a mark down where I think we need to run our canes.
Such a good idea from Dusty, proper logical thinking. The idea is that we can make sure that we've got enough space. What I want to do is get the tractor out here, put the sprayer on the back, because that's going to be just as much of an issue as it is going around with the picker. I love this little tractor. Such a great little compact machine, perfectly built for its job. Oh, Dusty's having a look down there, so I'm going to just check the turning circle on this side. Hopefully we'll be able to see the tread marks in the grass. That's the idea of cutting it moist so we can see what we're doing. Right, so we can come around here, then I think we could... Yeah, we have got quite a tight turning circle. And back again, and the trailer's all good. Okay, a bit of jiggery pokery and a bit of maths. Dusty and I have worked out that really we want to keep the distance of the tractor and the sprayer from the edge. And basically this is kind of the area here in front of me where we can start laying the edge of our canes down, running all the way along to the edge of the picker. Obviously we want the width of the picker between each of the rows. Given the fact the vines will go straight through the middle here, that should give us just enough distance. Well, that is a brilliant job done. I'm super happy with that. I think we've taken a lot of things into consideration here. We haven't gone super tight between the vines because I just want to make sure we got the space. We've left enough space either side of the track that we've laid all the way down the middle here. And then if I just amble through the new vines here, we have got more than enough space at the back, I feel, for turning around with our vehicles. So we should be able to come up, turn ourselves around and head straight back down the next avenue. The next thing we need to do is get a little bit of spray on. We've got a tank full there, so we'll give this another stage of fertilization, and I think that'll be all we need to get this production chain underway. Cheers for your help there, Dusty. We've done a fantastic job. I think we spent around 60k, although we are dropping dangerously close to 100k now.
Yeah, don't you worry about that, computer guy. All these different production chains will start paying dividends real soon. You mark my words.
Gotta say, you are looking kind of cramped in there in that tiny little tractor.
I kinda like it in here. It's so nice and cozy. Can't beat a good Antonio Carrero. You ready for me to start spraying?
Yeah, well, I reckon so, Dusty. It all looks good. Yeah, give it a go then.
Well, she just about turns. I don't think we could have gone any longer with these vines here.
Get everything closed up. There shouldn't be much we need to do there now for a couple of months while the grapes start to grow. We will come and keep an eye. Everything in the greenhouse is looking fantastic. Let's just have a quick pop over there and see how things are. We have still got a large pile of manure over there, as you can see. So actually not bringing the rest of the stuff up there today wasn't a huge issue. We've still got some fertiliser left. Yeah, we do need to get some in. We've got bags of fertiliser there as well, the solid stuff. Okay, this is all looking good. We know water's fine because we've got our irrigation system all plumbed in. Fruit and veg is looking good. Thought I'd have a quick check on my PDA. Production for all of these is fine. We've got tomatoes, strawberries and melon inside the large greenhouse. Outside we're just doing the leafy veg, so lettuce and red lettuce. That's all fine. We've got various bits going on at the farm garden. The dairy, goodness, we haven't been there for a while. 923 litres of butter and 47 litres of cheese. That doesn't feel like a lot. And also the milk is slowly chipping away, so we may need to do a milk run. And then a quick look at the sawmill, and that is producing wood planks like we have seen before. It's chucking it out, 34,000 lengths in there still. That'll keep us going for the time being. Need to think about what we're going to do with the wood chips. A couple of crates here, strawberries and tomatoes. What have we got outside? Yeah, the leafy greens are coming out. Lettuce and red lettuce. These will be alright to be in the rain for now. We will get them moved into the dry. I think what we need to do is head back to the farm with the grass and get that all into the silo.
I'll ledger forward. You get on the back with the chrome.
I think what I'll do is I'll actually back on here. I often find that the front mower tends to clip the ramps when you're going up. Problem is, backing up is significantly more difficult. Yeah, you can't see a thing. See how big the back is? No, I've given it a go. You can see the edge of the trailer in the mirror there. I'm just creeping. Fairly confident that I'm on. Yeah, I feel like I'm on. I've got a lot of trailer that side and not a lot that side though. Let's give my wheels a little wiggle. Yeah, there we go. So what I want to do is just come across just a tad. There we go. And that should be enough. There we go. A little bit of trailer board there. Bit of trailer board there. I think I'm roughly in the middle. I should bump very gently. And once I bump, I know I'm there. There we go. I'm on. Oh, what a fantastic piece of trailer work. Absolutely spot perfect. It appears that the rain has stopped and the sun has come out. We're a bit overcast at the minute. I'm just sat here in the cab. In fact, I can get out now it's not raining. And I'm just wondering whether or not there's something we could do with this area here. We've got the new vines up there. That's all fantastic. And that little field was doing grass. And yeah, we could still mow around the edges for a little bit of excess if we need it. But otherwise, I'm just happy for that to grow. But this grass comes all the way around here and all the way down here. I'm not quite sure whether or not there's something we could do with it. I've got an idea. It's something I'm going to speak to Dusty about, but hit subscribe and next time you may see a bit of a transformation down at this area here. I think we're going to keep it fruit based, so check it out. For now, I'm going to head off back up to the yard. You know what, I'm not even going to go out the back. I'm going to cruise up our new path here, our new track. This is brilliant. Such a great plan. This is what we had in mind all along, and we finally got here. I'm super chuffed to be getting underway with something just a little bit different to what we're used to. I'm hoping we can make a success of it. I'm sure we will, but only time will tell. I think what I'm going to do is take this grass straight round to the sheep. Makes sense, I think. Might as well get that topped up and we know that it's done then. Anything else can go into the silo. Just swinging round to get into position. Open the barn doors. And I should be able to just back straight in. Tip here. What have we got? Still only half. Thought we'd have more than that by now. Right, I think that'll do. Let's start unloading there. I think that's as much as it will take. Oh yeah, the grass is full. Okay, so whatever we got left can go down into the silo. Well, that is us done for the day, I would say. We've got our new production chain underway. We've got a few bits of produce to pick up here, there and everywhere. I think I will have to start thinking about where we're going to store all this stuff. We had a great warehouse back in Erlengrat, and maybe that's something we need. Maybe we need to place it somewhere central rather than up here at the farm, because we're a bit out of the way down here. I've still got this issue of all of this slurry as well, you know. If anyone's got any ideas what you think we should do, please leave a comment below and we'll see which is the best idea. I would ultimately like to spread it on the fields, but I just don't think we have got the money to purchase the equipment we need to do that. But equally, we are going to fill this up. And you can't tell a cow to stop crapping, so this is going to soon become a major issue. As for the manure, that's all working well, although we do have a bit there. We've got a load inside and we've got a pile down there which needs tidying, so we've got manure everywhere. But on the whole, everyone here is very happy, aren't you, my lovely? Very happy cows, we get the odd deer, happy chickens, happy sheep, and happy farmers. So if you're interested to see what we do down near Field 15 next month, then hit subscribe and check out the next video when it's available. But until then, thanks for joining us on this adventure. Take care now. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.